equivalent of like the revenge Incineroar.
Yeah.
That's careful with his projectiles. Now he has the exact same problem with Joker. That he has to play around that as well. And I would take Arsene over Revenge.
Never thought I'd say this, but I feel bad for Snake. You know, I think I'd actually take Revenge over Arsene. Because like when with his Revenge, like you're just like, okay, Incineroar's neutral is already pretty bad.
Yeah.
And it's whatever. Big lunky character. I don't care. I'm just gonna avoid him and do what I do. If I get hit, whatever. I don't know. I die. I was already gonna die. I don't care. But against Arsene, I'm like, oh shit, now everything's better. Neutral, punish.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pretty much die super early anyways. Oh shit.
The thing I like about Arsene over Revenge is just the fact that, like, because if you get grabbed and thrown as Incineroar, you're gone. But you can get the Revenge more easier, I guess. But it's like, I don't know. The fact that you're going to get, like, a good 30 seconds of Arsene.
Yeah.
A good, clean, uncontested Arsene.
Arsene is scary. Yo, interesting interaction I just saw right there. You saw Ksev put up his shield with, like, the grenade placed right by it?
Yeah.
Zagoo shot the grenade and blew it up on the shield.
Yep.
That's gotta come in handy because like the thing is like the reason like why displacing that shield is like so good is because you can pretty much invalidate your opponent from coming down like on your shield, especially if you have a character like Joker who's got such good frame data.
Yeah.
Where you like you're not really gonna get a whole lot off of like him landing on your shield because he's not laggy. So like you see that usually you would use that grenade to try to get someone to do something else and then punish that option. But Joker's able to just completely invalidate, ignore that, get out of disadvantage anyways, and it's like you can't really use that one extra niche tool that Snake has against other characters.
Correct. The wall Ksev has right now is so incredibly strong. He's utilizing the platform flawlessly, dropping both like between C4 and 2 grenades. He's covering both the platform and the space in front of him. It's like I can't even fathom how to get in on that as any character.
Both players just kind of being super duper careful right now.
And despite that, so Ksev was like really held his wall around like the mid percent around like 50, 40 or so. But the fact that like Zagoo was like able to kind of bring all that back though, even though he just dropped the first stock, was like that's gonna be like really important. It's gonna give him a lot of confidence, I think.
Whoa!
Wait, hold on. Did the air dash from holding a grenade just do that?
Okay, what I think happened is I think Ksev was holding it.
Oh,
and then he airdropped it to get away, and Zagoo grabbed it in midair and threw it up to catch him.
That was insane.
Yeah, that was mega big range.
And also looked completely intentional too. Like it wasn't just like a mistake. Like that was some stuff.
If it was, I would just probably just lie and be like, yeah, it was intentional.
Oh, of course, yeah.
I'm big brained as hell. But you like how you were mentioning earlier with like Zagoo just eventually kind of spacing around even after those high percents with the wall and just taking his hits where he needs them. Yep. We were making that note when he was fighting against you because Rob's another zoner. Likes to set up traps with like the rotor and like the lasers and stuff. A lot like Snake does. And he did the exact same thing, where eventually he would recognize that the pace of the match was slowed down. And instead of trying to combat that with aggression, he would let you play your game and just kind of get the pieces he would need.
That's a good point, yeah. And
that's really, really smart on like, Zagoo's end, because if you're a character like Joker, who's got great movement, great frame data, amazing whiff punishes and stuff, you can take that time to just wait. Because you're not going to find an opening rushing in against Snake when he's got like 3 grenades down, he just needs 2, but it feels like billions sometimes.
I feel like we haven't really gotten to see much edge play yet this game. I'm wondering why.
Well, because Snake doesn't have to edge play, see? He just...
kills before he can even get there. So I wanted to see, like, the reason why I was wondering is because we got to see a lot of how Zagoo is dealing with the grenades, with the C4 very often. But I want to see how he's going to handle up smashes mixed into that as well.
With the,
and I was thinking, like, we hadn't really got to see any kind of Snake up smash and all that.
No, and see, I'm a scrub. If Snake just sits there and, like, up smashes on the ledge, I don't know what to do.
It's not you, it's Snake.
Okay.
You're fine.
I'm just like, there's too many grenades. And I'm like, I play, like, DK and Bowser, and I'm like, my body's so big, I can't move around these things.
That hurts.
Oh? A Bowser switch? Okay.
All right. I did not know he played Bowser.
Zagoo, more like Zagludo, am I right?
I don't get it.
Zagludo is the Bowser player from Florida.
Okay.
Used to be like PM ranked. All right, immediately starting off with the Fire Breath, the biggest brain.
Hey, immediately started with 4.5%.
Now Bowser's really, really interesting because we saw that Zagoo was doing some really smart plays last game, but now that he's playing Bowser, who's incapable of doing smart plays altogether, it's really, really interesting to see what's going to happen. See the Fire Breath just holding a grenade on shield.
And also, so Bowser, like, yes, not as good of a character as Joker, but I kind of like the Bowser-Snake matchup, in all honesty.
Bowser Snake is, like, super duper fun, and you can just kill Bowser. And you have that command grab. You don't have to worry as much about, you know, challenging the shield. You have the Fire Breath, too. Like, there are so many attributes that, like, slide in here, and really the only disadvantage that I can find in this is you have maybe, like, not even really a nerfed combo game, but, like, I don't know, you're big. Like, that's about it.
I think like I would almost rather have the more reliable kill moves against Snake than a combo game.
Yeah, and that's not to mention also, like, you still have a great combo game. You still have amazing potentials to build up damage, amazing ways to pressure shield now.
Yeah.
And, you know, amazing out-of-shield options yourself, too. And you live forever, too. So it's like...
living forever and then getting to, like, knock Snake effortlessly out of Cypher.
That was a great pivot grab right there, too, by the way. Just kind of catching the landing, too.
These forward airs also.
Oh, the pressure by the ledge is so good. This Bowser is no slouch. I did not know he even had a Bowser.
Right, and it's good. That recovery was so perfect around it. All
right, that was the worst down B I have ever seen.
Poor Zagoo.
You gotta go
still
for
winning.
it, I guess. Yeah.
Sometimes you just gotta mix up some like lower brain plays, but sometimes they work.
Yeah.
You have the no mix up.
As I say, there's like 3 parts of Smash, which is like it's like big brained, autopilot, and dumb as hell. And like Bowser plays on a mixture of you either just do dumb as hell stuff or you do autopilot stuff. There is no such thing as big brain there.
That's just sealed
because
out,
your big brain stuff, like it's like a it goes up to 100 and then it goes back down to 0 and continues, like, you know, it works like that kind of meter.
Yeah.
So the big brain stuff Bowser does is actually secretly dumb as hell. And as we see here now, is Zagoo in the lead. Gonna be able to probably hold this on to a very, very long time because Bowser does not die.
Well, we just saw them off stage a moment ago, so I was wondering, what if he just dropped down and command grabbed him? Would he have been able to just DI to just under the stage and just kind of like blue-type them both?
I'm not sure. Something I saw that was kind of interesting earlier was when Zagoo got the command grab with the side B, he wasn't able to land because the grenade saved him.
Yeah.
So I wonder if Ksev noticed that, and I wonder if he knew about it prior, because that's a thing in a lot of, like...
he should know. Yeah.
You know, yeah, that's a game in... that was a thing kind of in, like, Brawl.
It was, yeah.
Yeah. So, like, I don't know. Like, that seems like if you're super afraid of, like, the command grab, hold on to your grenade, I feel like, or re-pick it up or something. Because, I mean, I guess that could save you when you need it.
Yep.
Ooh.
I really, really like Zagoo's edge guarding in that game. He baited out all the air dodges, forward aired him away, tilted him away. Like you told me yesterday, sometimes like you don't need a specific tool on the stage to kind of like cover an option. You just use your correct short hops and full hops and whatnot to kind of like threaten away certain options. And that's what he did there to kind of force certain air dodges and then waited and used his kill option.
Exactly, because it's not about covering the options with your moves or your movement or something.
Yeah.
You know, it's not about making the commitment that will cover the most options or the options you think are most likely to happen. It's about going into a position that takes away those options so you preemptively only have to cover a few anyways, you know?
Yeah.
It's what brings down the option select from 4 to 3. And that's what we're seeing Zagoo do here. Is rather than committing immediately or going for the option that's really like tough to avoid but very possible, he's sitting there in a strong position, reacting, awaiting, and taking advantage of the fact that it is now on Ksev's, you know, part to make the right decisions. And that's what won on those edge guards there. That's what you saw from that forward tilt. That's what you saw from the forward airs. Like, that's what won the set.
I like the stage with my Ksev. This is good.
Yeah, I think so too.
The space is going to help him set him up, like set up better. Because once you kind of like get Bowser out of your face, you get a little bit more of that down. It's so much more in your favor in terms of just like being able to kind of bully Bowser for being heavy at that point. Grenade's going to save him. Oh, no, Grenade comboed him. Okay.
I was expecting it to go off during the grab. Oh,
yeah.
no, you get caught by the 40% projectile. Zagoo just being very mindful of where the grenades are placed and just not really forcing it, rushing in right there. Ksev was already pulling grenades and stuff, and I think that is a problem right now. Yeah, just whatever. But I think it's a problem because instead of waiting on reaction, because like Zagoo is playing super duper patiently, right?
Oh, I was hoping to
like,
hear that.
but the thing is Ksev is doing the classic just press buttons technique.
Yeah.
Right. If you already have your grenade out, it like place them with purpose. If they just exist to keep you safe and like that's just like, oh, I need to have it out. I need to have it out. Like that's what Zagoo was able to punish with that grab right there, and that's what's been kind of pushing him into the corner all these different times and like, you know, punishing him. But right now, Ksev was doing an excellent job holding center stage, getting Zagoo on ledge and covering that.
Zagoo did not have an answer for any of those Nikitas, so he just kept using it to his advantage.
Yeah, no, that was really, really good on Ksev's part. Right there, you saw that Bowser was not able to use his massive up tilt to cover pretty much that entire platform because the grenade was placed. And throughout the set, we've seen a lot of Zagoo doing what you should do. Oh my gosh.
Got it.
Let's go. Doing what you should do, which is really just letting Snake drop the grenade and wait.
Yep. I'm really happy I just got to watch like a good 3 seconds of Meta Knight versus Snake from Brawl.
Meta Knight versus Snake and Brawl.
Just grenaded off the top.
Classic. Just the grab and...
Yep. So, this Bowser pick has completely shifted everything. What does Ksev do? He's down 1-2, and that one game was from a completely different character, and like this Bowser's like 2-stocking him now.
All right. I'm bringing in the PM for this, but back in the olden days, there was a Snake player named Yada.
Yeah.
And the rule against Yada was don't bring him to battlefield.
Okay.
The reason is he would sit on the top platform, and I mean, this goes for you know what? No, if you had a Snake in your region, period, in a PM, you know this. Just go to the top platform, drop grenades, drop mines, and just stay up there forever. Just that's where you live now. So what I see from this tri-platform pick goes in theory with that old classic move, and that is abuse your platforms, set up your trap, and stay safe. Because the thing is we saw from that up tilt, Zagoo can't challenge that.
Yeah.
If he hits that grenade, he could get comboed, and it could put him in disadvantage. You know, it's just it's a messy time. You don't want it.
Yep.
But like with 3 different platforms, you know, one requiring that Zagoo practically double jump aside if you want to do like just a full hop fair, but like there's so many ways that Ksev can stay safe and neutral and not have to worry as much about the pressure that Zagoo puts on. And that's what's important right now. Because we saw from Town and City, we saw from some of the other, you know, sets that a lot of the times Zagoo would just play patiently and just wait for his option because landing was linear.
Yeah.
But here, everything changes. There is way too many ways for Snake to maneuver into land, so this is going to give Ksev the little push he needs, I think.
I mean, we'll see if it does or not, but like, the fact that like Zagoo was able to kind of control this platform so well as Ksev was recovering, like the fact that like he understood based on the placement of everything, based on knowing how Ksev plays, when he was up on the top platform there, it's Ksev like air dodge to it rather than going lower, which you would have expected. Like, I feel like this might also just kind of play into the fact that, I mean, they're both PR players. They're not too, like, it's like 5th and 8th, I think, or 5th and 7th.
Yeah, and these two play a lot. So
they got it, like, they probably know how each other play at this point. So it's like, despite all the battlefield advantages like you were just talking about, which are all very, very true, I think Zagoo just kind of has the number on how he plays in general.
Ooh, there it is. The nice up tilt. Even though this game has solidly been in Zagoo's favor, it's felt a lot more even, and I think it's a matter of the stage pick and the fact that the grenade placement has been just a lot smarter. Dash attack may be invincible, but fire is way more ridiculous. Zagoo patiently playing out, just letting Ksev do what he wants, and like right there we saw it again.
I like that.
It was just wait for it, and Ksev tried to play a reactionary, but when you're holding a grenade, you lose a lot of like your options that would keep Zagoo from coming in.
I also like that. So there's a C4 literally right there, but Zagoo is playing so fearless with it.
Wow, with the Nikita.
This makes me wonder who beat Zagoo in winners. Because he's like tearing through this bracket like no problem now, I feel like.
Zagoo lost to... I don't remember.
To Runes, okay.
Runes? Okay. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yes, that set was super good too. I remember. I commentated it. Yeah, that set was super duper close and it was super good.
Now, despite that, Ksev has been able to kind of bring this back, but, you know, can he do it, one, for another stock, and two, for a whole other game after this?
Yeah. You know, I'm seeing a lot of just, like, the random C4s going off. And, I'm like, we've seen a couple of them hit, but I'm really worried about his placement. Because a lot of times it seems like he just drops C4 to just have it there.
Yeah.
And I understand that the threat is important, but he loses so many options just by doing that.
He does.
Because you want to know what we haven't seen this entire set?
What?
A stick.
We haven't seen a stick, and also we haven't seen, like, Snake lives for a while, and sometimes, like, his recovery is still linear. He was going to, like, eventually air dodge to the right, just like every other time, where instead he could drop low, see forward back. We could have seen that as well. We didn't see it once.
No. No, there was a linear game plan that Ksev was putting out, and it was sadly just not working. Zagoo